Look what's back. The Vista Value Pack. Rent a Vista 100 phone for about $1.50 more than you're paying now and get call display.
It's for you, Justin.
Which shows the number and name of the caller.
Hi, Todd.
Plus up to 2 more EdTel calling features like call answer, call waiting, or call return. Free for 8 weeks. Or upgrade to a Vista 200 or a convenient Vista 2000 cordless. Vista Value Pack, now at your EdTel phone exchange, or call 44-VISTA for free delivery. Hurry, the pack is back, but for a limited time.
You're watching ITV News at 10.
Well, welcome back to ITV's Campaign 95 election coverage. Let's head over to Ross at the election desk for a mayoralty update and a look at some of the surrounding councils. Ross.
Very tight race in our mayoral race here in Edmonton. We are waiting for 8 more polls to report in. Let's take a look now at how it breaks down. In Edmonton, at least, it's 1,400, Bill Smith leading, but taking a look at some of our surrounding areas now. In St. Albert, these are some new results we haven't seen yet for Alderman in St. Albert. Paul Chalifo, Carol Wamanek, Penny Reeves, Margaret Plain, Ken Allred, Bob Russell, Gareth Jones, there's the breakdown, Grant McLean and Jackie Heinzman, and they're going to be electing 6 there. They're electing 6 aldermen in Stony Plain. We have some elected winners we've declared here: Wendy Sorensen, Dwight Gansky, Don Dobing, Ken Lemke, and there we've elected Steve Jackson, and you have a new council out there in Stony Plain. And there they are again, Wendy Sorensen, Dwight Gansky. Of course, our mayoral race here in Edmonton is still shaping up to be a very, very tight battle. We're still waiting for 8 more polls to report. Let's go back to Gordon Jackie now at the anchor desk.
Okay, thanks very much,
All right,
Ross.
thanks, Ross. Well, we're not exactly sure where we're supposed to be going. Let's just get word from the control room.
Okay, well, Brian Mason's council mate from Ward 3 will be lawyer Robert Noche, and he squeezed past incumbent Sherry McKibben. Let's hear what he had to say.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. This campaign was won because of all of these people. We had a good message. We were positive. We concentrated on our campaign, and we did it. And I'm ecstatic.
What are some things that you're going to do?
One of the things that I want to do, and I promise throughout this whole campaign, is to bring back professionalism at City Hall. We need to get... bring back professionalism to City Hall and start dealing with the issues that people in Northeast Edmonton and Edmonton want to hear about, from jobs to crime to health concerns, and not worry about statues and cat bylaws and whether or not the Shriner Circus comes to town. I'm just very happy. I'm on an emotional high tonight.
All right, well, the numbers keep coming in as the night wears on here. Let's head back to Ross McLaughlin for an update.
Well, Gordon Jacklin, you can appreciate with computers we are getting a lot of data coming into our system tonight, so bear with us if you see us stall a little bit, but we're getting back now to some of the races for our viewers up there in Grande Prairie and elsewhere around our city. Here's their new council now. They're going to be electing 8 aldermen in Grande Prairie. We have declared from our ITV decision desk Rice, Boyle, Eckhart, Blais, and Biltek, and Derek Taylor. And it's our new council in Grande Prairie. Now, let's take a look at the Edmonton Public School Board and see what's shaping up here. Bill Bonko has been elected in Ward A. We have 9 wards to elect here. In Ward, and there's the rest of it there for Ward A. In Ward B, Janice Melnichuk has been elected. In Ward C, Don Williams will return to the Edmonton Public School Board. Terry Sulima and Jean Woodrow are both going to return as well. In Ward F, Don Fleming is your new trustee. In Ward G, Kay Chernowski has been elected by the decision desk. And George Nicholson in Ward H by acclamation. We knew that earlier, and Jerry Gibault will be your new trustee for Ward I. And over to you, Gordon Jacklin.
All right, thank you very much, Ross. Let's check in back here in Edmonton into Ward 5 right now, see how things are shaping up at the moment. Newly elected Ward 5 Alderman Larry Langley has been elected. Brent Mateson right behind him there, riding the Keeler Road issue to the top of the polls there. Now, Larry Langley, as I mentioned, surprised even himself with his strong showing at the polls.
Yes, I was, although I did feel that Lillian Starozik might have a little trouble, because as I was ringing doorbells and knocking on doors and talking to people, they did suggest that they felt it was time for a change, and obviously they meant it, because it's happened tonight.
So what changes are you going to, what are you going to bring into the city?
Well, I like to think that there's room for a lot more common sense on City Council, and I like to think that I have that. At the same time, I think we have to give a lot of concern to some of the areas of Ward 5 and the city at large that need some help. For example, in the Riverbend area, there is no real fire station, police station, or ambulance area, and I think we should work to provide that, because there are many people living in Riverbend who are a long way from that sort of emergency response help. And at the same time, of course, the traffic situation of South Edmonton, getting to and fro downtown, the international airport, the university, I think that has to be addressed too, because there must be something done, I think, to relieve the problems that we do have.
There you have it. Talk about a familiar face. A lot of our viewers might recognize Larry Langley, former television anchorman here.
Well, let's take another look at our mayoralty race. As you can see, a really tight race shaping up between Bill Smith and Jan Reimer. And of course, we are waiting for the remaining polls to turn in the results so we can actually declare a winner here.
Well, let's take a look at what's happening in Bill Smith's camp right now. Let's head down to Jerry Bellica live.
Gord Jacqueline, it's absolutely crazy down here. People are still waiting. They just posted more results, but still 7 polls yet to report in here. Bill, what's this wait like for you?
Well, it's tense, naturally, Jerry, as I'm sure it is for Mayor Reimer. It looks like I'm about almost 1,400 ahead, but there's still 7 more polls to go, so who knows? Again, it's like I predicted.
How safe is that 1,400 margin, do you feel?
Who knows? It's hard to tell. I've led all the way, but we still have 7 more polls to hear from, so it's still anybody's race. As I said an hour ago, it's still anybody's race.
We could be here till midnight waiting for results, Bill.
Well, I'd like to have the results like in about 3 minutes and get this thing over with, but obviously it's going to take a little longer than we planned, and I guess that's the excitement of the race I said there would be. So there's more people watching now than probably ever in Edmonton's history, and I believe this must be the closest race that there ever has been in Edmonton's history.
Do you have anything that you'd like remarks you'd like to direct to John Ramsey? Anything you'd like to say about his campaign?
Well, nothing right now, Jerry. I just want to sit quietly, watch, and hope for those next 7 polls to come in. I'm still feeling positive about it. I'm sure Mayor Reimer's feeling the same way too. So we'll just wait and see what happens.
I got news for you, Bill. I don't think quiet is a word we're going to be able to use for the next little while about watching the results. But we'll get back to the anchor desk and come back here as soon as we get word. Gordon Jacqueline, back to you.
Good point.
Thanks very much, Jerry. Well, let's take a look at some of the results from Ward 1 now. There you can see Leroy Chawley re-elected once again on his way to City Hall. And newcomer Wendy Kinsella also on her way to City Hall. And she upset incumbent Bruce Campbell tonight.
It was a physical reaction. I just was so excited and just so completely taken away by it that it's hard to put words to it.
Now, Leroy Chawley led the polls in Ward 1, and he's surprised that the other incumbent, Bruce Campbell, finished so far back.
Yes, I am surprised. I'm surprised at the difference between our votes. I thought Bruce it would be a much closer race with the 3 of us. I expected it to be a 3-way race.
And of course, Leroy Chawley, our former police chief. We're going to take a short break. Stay with us. Election coverage, Campaign 95 continues when we come back.
See you in a minute.
What I hate about shopping? Paying more than I had to.
Finding out you could have paid less. Don't you hate that?
I just hate that.
Done that, hated it. The lowest everyday prices? Come to Consumers Distributing.
I want to be sure I got the absolute lowest price.
She is very focused.
When I go to Consumers Distributing, I'm sure.
Sure you're sure?
Yes.
If you ever find a lower advertised price, Consumers Distributing will beat it by 5%.
Very sure.
The lowest everyday prices and the 5% promise.
You've embarrassed me.
We've got it.
Clearing clogged drains is always messy, frustrating work, until now. Introducing Plumber One Instant Drain Cleaner. Works on all household drains, clears clogs in seconds. Plumber One is not compressed air and won't harm sound plumbing. It's economical too. Each can clears several drains. Plumber One is better for the environment and completely safe to use. Plumber One works. Available at participating Safeway, Kmart, True Value Hardware, Co-op, and Value Master stores. And at all Overweighty, Save on Foods, PV Mart, and Totem stores.
During the cold season, moms are always on call. And they've learned from doctors and pharmacists that Robitussin DM is the way to treat coughs due to colds. For the whole family. Almost the whole family. Robitussin DM and new extra strength Robitussin DM, recommended by Dr. Mom.
This isn't mayonnaise in here.
No.
It's tangier.
Tastier.
Actors, who needs them? Sorry, guys, you're great, but this is Miracle Whip. I want real people. This is real. Oh, hang on 1 second here. Hi, are you a real security guard?
Yes.
Taste this. He's gonna love it.
It's good. Tangy.
Did you know that Miracle Whip has a third less fat than mayo?
Really?
Miracle Whip compared to mayo.
Less fat, more taste.
Yes.
I'm afraid you'll have to leave that here.
He loves it.
You've never seen anything like it. Pond's Dramatic Results Skin Smoothing Capsules with Nutrium. Your skin's appearance is revitalized in seconds. Dramatic Results Skin Smoothing Capsules from the Pond's Institute.
Tiger Days are back, only at Esso.
The service is #1. The details just top it off.
Tiger Days are a celebration of service.
We take what we do very seriously. We treat everybody with the same amount of care.
So come on in and test drive our Tiger service today.
I give the best service I can.
Tiger Days.
Quality, friendly service. And I think that's what it all comes down to.
Only at Esso.
You're on your way with Esso.
If I get close and he smells, no way.
The way to fight odor and wetness is Clear. Clear Arid Double X protection against wetness and odor.
Yeah, I trust Arid.
Get a little closer with Clear Arid Solid and Gel.
Welcome back to ITV's coverage of Campaign 95, and what an election this has turned out to be. An election night, a big race here between Jan Reimer and Bill Smith. Let's take a look right now, and that'll give you an idea of just exactly how close it is here. Bill Smith, though, still out in the lead above Jan Reimer right now.
And let's take a look at some of the results from surrounding communities. Leduc has a new mayor. Incumbent Morris Fitzpatrick has been defeated by newcomer John Jackie. And here's what John Jackie had to say about his victory tonight.
Well, one has to be exuberant, I guess, and I guess thankful. I guess as well serious about the challenge upcoming, because it's a serious matter that we've got to deal with, the city's debt and the finances of the city, and so it's with some seriousness, I guess, as well as I guess some joy that you take these things on.
Well, the first thing that you're going to address is the airport consolidation. How is this going to affect the city of Leduc?
An enormously positive result for all of us in the region. People have been saying to me as a candidate, well, how is Leduc going to benefit? But I really think that the benefit really will be for all of the region. Substantial benefit to all the citizens of Edmonton as well as the surrounding municipalities. So we're going to be one of many. Yes, we're at the doorstep of the city, and yes, we're at the doorstep of the international airport, but we all have a golden opportunity to see the economic impact and enhance the economic growth.
Now that you're in office, what will be the first item on the agenda?
First item on the agenda, I think, will be to open up this City Hall a little bit more to the citizens, to bring forward a Citizens Audit Committee that will assist us in reviewing the city's debt and finances. Apart from just the openness that I'd like to emphasize, then addressing the city's finances and concentrating on the economic growth, which the international airport consolidation issue is part and parcel of.
So what is the solution to the debt problem in Leduc then?
Careful management, first and foremost. Careful attention to detail, and I guess dedication to the cause of reviewing the city's finances and then bringing our house into some financial order.
And needless to say, out in Leduc tonight, Morris Fitzpatrick very disappointed with the result.
I've been on council for 6 years, and I'm very, very disappointed, but not totally surprised. When you're in an office like this where you have to make decisions that don't please everyone all the time, you alienate people, and they obviously thought it was time for change. 3 years in elected office is kind of rare in some areas. It hasn't been for the city of Leduc, but obviously they had enough of me, and so they've